magnificent traditions. Any questions?
Maybe go back to that previous thing. I can't remember where it was. I think it was in the middle somewhere.
Sorry?
It was in the middle somewhere. It was, I'll just show it to you. Yeah,
which one?
The one on the right hand side, that one there. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, before, I mean, I don't usually wear my glasses, but before I put my glasses on, I thought that was a cover for Science of Self-Realization.
Isn't that wonderful?
The cover for Science of Self-Realization. And then I put my glasses on and then I saw, but it does look like, it does look like Rhapsody. It looks like Rancho. You can see the dark skin, you can see the peacock feather.
Yeah, yes. You can see many things. It looks like...
Coma. Looks like coma.
Goma?
Kurma.
Kurma. Kurma. Doesn't it look like kurma? It looks like kurma, Dave. And it also, to me, it looks like a cactus. It looks like a person sitting in a Buddha position, or a... But you see this replicated, when you go into these fulcra, or fulcrums, you find, again, a multi-dimensional hyper-layering of new landscapes, as if we could penetrate layers of reality. And that's one of the things that Fractals offers us. But please, ladies and gentlemen, don't be confused. James Gleick, all these big journalists who are writing about chaos, don't let them cheat you. Chaos only refers to variability within a small window of parameters that are established in nature. They're Goldilocks zones in which chaos fluctuates. Follow? Follow? Please ask me if this isn't going home. Please let me say it over again in private, because science needs to be honest. Michel Foucault writes in The Archaeology of Knowledge that every scientist, every journalist, every writer, every philosopher has a responsibility to practice the law of coherence. When we experience oppositions, contradictions, something that sticks out in our model that's not consistent, that is incoherent, we have to resolve that. So chaos, like Hobbes, the great Enlightenment philosopher, said, chaos is like chance. It's a synonym for our ignorance. Don't let anyone use it in a way that resembles the Big Bang or the origins of life, because it's waffle, it's a wand-waving distraction that doesn't deserve to be called science. But science brings us to the soul. We see that in every discipline, we admire beauty, we admire order, we admire art, because of the intervention of some individual with a volition, with a desire to echo that beauty. Isn't that? That's an expression of yoga. Yoga means to unite. So whatever it is, whether it's music, theater, art, dance, our practices of yoga, let that reflect our love affair with the beloved Mother and Father, Radha and Krishna. Because if it doesn't reflect that love affair, then it will reflect our selfishness, and then it will become a source of entanglement. Right? Am I speaking the truth? Does anybody disagree?
As a Krishnatarian, I believe you are speaking the truth. Yeah. But I believe in the real world that actually yoga is something slightly more than just union.
Union is just a flat word. How can you describe relational ecstasy with words? Isn't it? Any other questions? We've run out of time, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Can you give yourselves a hand for having a sense of humor? For allowing me to go down this it's kind of a rabbit hole, but hopefully it's the opposite of a rabbit hole, because it's illuminating rather than a hoax. Any other comments? Yes, Purple.
Last week you were saying that you will meditate on this question and answer next time.
Remind me of the question?
If you had 400 million pounds that scientists have just got to repair this tube in Switzerland.
Oh, Prabhu's asked me, it was 4.5 billion pounds actually that they're about to spend on the new Hadron, or rather the large, what do they call it? Large HC, Large Hadron Collider. What would I do with 4.5 billion pounds? What a great question. I'll save that for another time, but I would definitely spend it on Srila Prabhupada's books. And I would make them free to every single... Imagine, if we had that much money, everyone could get a book. We could drop them out of airplanes practically. Actually, that's quite offensive, but we'd also figure out ways of distributing prasadam that's effective. And we would build universities, wouldn't we? At least I think we should.
Yes,
Better ask a pure devotee
yeah,
who
for
probably...
those scientists who are trying to hide behind chaos, it is people like you, Gopi Vallabha Das, who is actually shining the light to take us away from that darkness they want to keep us in.
Right.
Gopi Vallabha Das ki
Srila Prabhupada ki Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. We've run out of time. I'll be coming every second week. If you have any specific questions you'd like to ask, either between now and then, I'm available. Hare Krishna.
I have one question, one last question.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, how do we stop them?
Actually, in a way, we don't really want to stop them because they're doing a good job of expressing the desires and needs of a huge cross-section of humanity who need to be deluded. But at the same time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't stop the discussion there. We have to first purify our own hearts by taking up the process of sadhana bhakti and finding a bona fide living guru who represents and exemplifies what we want to achieve in our spiritual lives. Once that's happened, then you'll be inspired. And that's something different for everyone, right? I have a big mouth, so I'm blessed that I can use it in Krishna's service. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a designer, maybe we just have to find what it is through the agency of the Guru. The Guru will guide us. And that's a big question. And in another sense, we don't want to create notions of fear that there's anything wrong with this picture. Actually, everything that's happening is perfectly imperfect. It's controlled, and it's owned, and it's copyrighted by Krishna. So there's never any need to actually go to war. We don't have any enemies. But these people, we shake them and wake them up. We try our best to give them the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as though having received those blessings, they could become our brethren, or our brothers and sisters again, not seeing them as enemies. But it's a big question. We have to push very hard to make new propaganda, don't we?
Actually, many part of the world, maybe the opposite part of the world, people are dying with the water to get food.
Yes. We were having this discussion. We were having this discussion this morning.
So $4 billion would be good enough for them to at least survive for a few years.
Can you speak a little louder, please?
I think the money that they're about to spend, or maybe already spent, I have no idea. They can use that for
Wouldn't that
give
be
them
great?
water, at least provide water.
Wouldn't that be great? They're taxing water. They're making water a private commodity in third world countries, but simultaneously people are dying. So it's a very good. What's your name, please? Dinesh. Dinesh has asked such a beautiful, compassionate question. I applaud Dinesh for having the honor and the sensitivity and the intelligence to ask these questions, because if we don't ask them, they won't get answered. But if we continue asking them in our own lives, we can feel like our lives are being connected and sublimated in relation to solving those problems, don't you think? We have to keep asking those questions, because the answers will always be changing, won't they? But it's a great thing to ask. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for that.